Alright, welcome back to the Psychedelic Sitter. It's been a few weeks. Just had to move back home and get the surgery all sorted, all cleared. So we're good, we're back into it. I hope everyone's well. Next video today is going to be on psychedelic drugs and the importance of set and setting and dose. So let's just kick it off and get into it. The biggest factors around taking any psychedelic drugs is set, being your mindset, and the setting, which is the environment in which you take it in, and obviously the dose. So how much of the psychedelic you take is going to heavily depend on what kind of experience you have. Just want to, obviously, this video is for educational purposes only. The Psychedelic Sitter never promotes illegal drug use nor underage drug use. Alright, so let's start with set. And as we just said, set being the mindset, so your internal state of mind. So you want to have a good personal awareness of your state of being. So the ideal time is when you feel like you have a fairly healthy state of mind, like you have a good grip on things in life. Also, it's really important to have a good education or detailed understanding of what experiences may arise from taking the psychedelic of your choice. So now, you've heard from my first video, which went over the dangers of taking psychedelics in social settings or in public. So the mindset is incredibly important in both instances, in the therapeutic sense and socially. But for today's purpose, we'll focus on the therapeutic protocol for now. So set can also encompass having an intention for the psychedelic session. For example, if you've recently had a death in your family, your intention may be to resolve any issues or problems that you couldn't sort out in the physical spectrum, or an intention might be opening up to just whatever the experience may unfold for you. So since psychedelics amplify a person's emotional experience, unprepared or unsupervised experiences may lead to erratic and dangerous behavior. Alright, so the next one is the setting. And the setting being the environment in which the drug is taken. So in the therapeutic sense, your setting will include a bed or a couch for you to lay down on. It'll have eye shades and headphones to allow you to allow the experience to go inward and allow you to start to explore your subconscious mind. Now, usually difficult memories or insights into your past will surface. And if the experience is too psychologically frightening, you may seek reassurance from your sitter, monitor, guide, therapist, or shaman. So it's critically important that you build trust and rapport with your sitter before you're willing to engage in the trappings of your mind. So the environment of setting, it can be influenced by aesthetics. So having pictures of your children or your parents, siblings, friends, pets, beautiful artwork or religious artifacts, whatever you have an emotional connection to, it can have an effect on the experience. So another crucial factor is it's very important that your psychedelic experience isn't interrupted by culture, that being the TV playing on in the background, or having your mum come over and pick up your dirty laundry. you want to make sure your sitter has full control of the environment. So you want zero interruptions from the outside. So a little metaphor is, as the sitter or the monitor, you are essentially at ground control, and your participant who is having the psychedelic, they're pretty much seen as an astronaut. So you go out and tell them to go and explore whatever comes up. Have the greatest time. Don't be scared. Just explore whatever comes up. And I'm back here down on ground control, making sure everything is fine. So there's nothing for you to worry about. I love that analogy. All right. So next thing is, if the environment doesn't support the participant, they will all likely have a terribly difficult time surrendering to the experience. I'm sure you've seen a couple of YouTube videos of people having a bad trip. Well, that's simply because their environment doesn't support what they're psychologically going through, okay? So what they will essentially do is they will resist letting go. So anxiety and panic will arise, which is socially known and labelled incorrectly as a bad trip. Come on. Okay. So the last factor in setting when taking psychedelics is dose and the potency. The difference between taking 1 gram of psilocybin and 5 grams of psilocybin can be ineffable. So psilocybin being the psychoactive compound in magic mushrooms, if fully supported in the therapeutic sense, 4 to 5 grams of psilocybin mushrooms can induce a full-blown mystical type experience. Spatial and cognitive shifts in relation to space and time may be experienced in an unconventional manner, where a person feels timeless, outside the realm of time, and a part of eternity or infinity. There can be a feeling of encountering a sacred or a higher intelligence. Now, if this experience isn't fully supported, it can be frightening, dysphoric, and agitating. And I don't know anyone who wants that experience for the next 6 hours. So it's critical you're aware of the potency, like the strength. For example, 5 grams of psilocybin cubensis is equivalent in some places to 1 gram of cyanescence mushrooms. So for those who are, naive, you can think, oh yeah, just a gram of mushrooms. Nah, you can totally be taking 5 grams worth and and not be ready for that type of experience. So it's so important you know what you're doing. So before you take any psychedelics, it's so simple. Just buy an online drug test and test the stuff to make sure you're putting the safest compound provided by nature into your system. I think I've covered just about everything in there. If you think I missed something, leave a comment for me. Happy to go back and forth. I've got a wealth of information on this. As I said, I'm studying this. I'm studying psilocybin effects, neurobiology, and therapeutic application. Just promoting safe drug use. Just be good to people while you're out there, Compassion and kindness are the strengths. Don't let anyone fool you. It's not a weakness. Stop trying to think so much and just feel. So essentially get out of your head and get into your heart and, do good to everyone else around you. You never know what someone's going through, so be compassionate and spread love. All right, I'll see you next time.